Hello kids. So hope you're all doing fine. Today we'll be taking a new chapter in EVS, chapter number 16, chapter number 15, water in our lives. Okay. So you all know that mostly more than 70% of the earth crust is covered with water, but only 3% is fresh water. Only fresh water we'll be using for our day to day in all activities in our day to day life. For example, for drinking, washing, cooking, cleaning, all these activities we use fresh water, and the remaining water is salty. So you know the fresh water sources of fresh water is river, lakes, ponds, but the water in river, lakes, ponds and all is very less compared to the sea and ocean. But when you take the water in sea and ocean, they are salty. So this water you cannot use for drinking or any other activities. Okay. So most of the fresh water, it is also in frozen state, so we are not able to use it. So in short, the fresh water which we use for our daily activities is very less, so we have to use it carefully, and also we have to save water, right? So now we'll see about the sources of water, from where you get water. As I've mentioned earlier, the main source of water is river, lake, pond, well, tube well, etc. So from this we use water for drinking and also for our other day-to-day activities like cleaning, washing and all, right? But rain is the most important source of water. If there is no rain for say 1 or 2 years continuously, naturally the water in the rivers or lakes, they dry up, and then there will be scarcity of water. That is, the water will become less, and so people will start facing problems. You won't get enough water for drinking and all, or other activities also you'll have to get tankers to get fresh water, right? Then water from, as I've told you in earlier, water from sea and also ocean, they are salty. So you know we don't drink salty water, and also salty water can never be used for washing or cleaning and all. The clothes or the vessels, they don't clean properly, right? So rainwater, it is the most purest form of water, and it is the important source of water and also the purest form of water. So I told you, if there is no rain, then slowly the rivers, lakes, ponds, even they dry up. So even in Jamnagar you have seen, if the rain, 1 year if you don't get enough rain, slowly the talav, the water goes down, and in some cases, some years we find the talav is completely dried off, only small puddles of water you find in the talav. So that is because when you don't have enough rain, you can't store enough water. So rain is the most important source of water, right? Now we'll see how people get this water. For you, you know that just by opening the tap, you find water. But how it reaches your tap? So the municipal corporation, they provide water to the houses and buildings through pipelines. Okay. So only if there is scarcity of water, you call tankers, water tankers. Otherwise, when you just open your pipe, you find water coming. But in villages and other areas like urban slums means where people are stay overcrowded, that places they will face scarcity of water, or this fresh water become less. So people, they walk long distances to carry just a bucket of water, or maybe a pot of water, right? So otherwise, if it is in a crowded area, you find people standing in long queues to get water, just one bucket of water. They'll stand long queues, okay, to get just one bucket of fresh water. So you can imagine. So that's why we say that water is very essential, as well as it is very scarce. That is, fresh water is very scarce. Scarce means very little. So you have to save it and also use it wisely. Okay. Then another important thing in the source of water, I told you we get water even from wells. So how water reaches the well? Actually, when the rain falls, half the rainwater or a bit of rainwater, they just seeps under the ground. Seep under means they just go down the ground, and then they form a layer of underground water. So the top layer of the underground water, we call it as water table. Okay. So when there is rain, enough rain, the water table they rise, and then you have enough water in the well. But if you don't have rain, say for 1 or 2 years continuously, naturally the water table will just go down. So the well starts drying up. Okay, and then you won't have water. You can't draw water from the well. Even tube well also, if you don't have enough rain, then there won't be water in your well or in your tube well. So when they dig well or tube well, they will dig to a depth where they reach the water table. Only when they reach the water table, they can draw out the water. Otherwise, if they dig it very small, you will get only sand, that is mud, or maybe rocks. So they have to break the rocks and then they dig deep inside, only then they get water. So water is stored underground and can be reached by digging wells. So you can take out water by digging wells or tube wells. Okay. Now there are different types of wells and tube wells. So the common well we see mostly in villages and all. If you find a common well where the people draw water using the bucket and a rope. They use a pulley and then they pull out the water. Then you have step wells, or you call it as bowlies, which where the people can just get down using the step, and then they can fetch water from that is, they go down and reach the water, then they can fetch water from there. Then you see here the tube well, and you can see in the picture, you can see how the people, they are digging the tube well. They use the machine and then they start drilling the ground, and you see that blue color, that is the water table. So they have to dig the ground till they reach the water table, and from once they reach the water table, only then when you pump the water out, you will get water. Otherwise it will not, water, you won't get water. So from the tube well you can take the water out either using a hand pump or maybe an electric pump, right? So these are different types of well. Common well, you use a pulley to pull out the water using a bucket and a rope. Then you have step well, where the people go down the well. That step well will be bigger, so the people can just step down the well and then they can fetch the water. Okay. Then you have tube wells. So these are all underground water, and how you can fetch it or how you can reach it. Okay. Then now, so with this we are ending the session, and the rest we will see in the next session. So please do, as the along with your enjoyment, please do sit and study. So with this we are finishing off today's